Imagine this. A teacher asks a 9-year-old boy, "Why do you always look distracted in class?" The boy replies, "Because I have already read the book." Fast forward 22 years. That same boy drops out of Harvard University. His parents are heartbroken. Everyone thinks he's making the biggest mistake of his life. But here's the twist. Just 7 years later, he becomes the youngest self-made billionaire in the world at age 31. Today, he makes $127 every single second. That's $7,600 per minute, over $10 million per day. But the real question is, how did a curious boy with no special powers turn into one of the most powerful men on earth? The answer will surprise you. Let's start. The curious mind. Bill Gates was born on October 28, 1955 in Seattle, Washington. His family wasn't rich. They lived a comfortable middle-class life. His father was a lawyer, his mother was a teacher. But Bill was different from other kids. He was obsessed with learning. By age 7, he was reading books on science, history and law. His favorite place? The family library where he could sit for hours. But school? He hated it. Too boring, too easy. Teachers complained he was restless, he didn't follow rules, but his sharp mind made him stand out. His parents realized something important. Bill needed more challenges. So they enrolled him in Lakeside School, a school for bright students. This decision changed everything. The magic moment. At Lakeside, Bill discovered something that would change his life forever: computers. Remember, this was the late 1960s. Computers were massive machines that filled entire rooms. Only big companies owned them. But Lakeside had one computer. And when Bill touched that keyboard for the first time, he felt like he had discovered magic. He would skip other classes just to work on the computer. Teachers were annoyed at first, but then they realized Bill had a special gift. At age 13, he created his first computer program, a simple game of tic-tac-toe where you could play against the computer. But the real breakthrough came when he met someone special. The partnership. Paul Allen, a senior student who shared Bill's love for computers. Paul was quiet and thoughtful. Bill was energetic and outspoken, complete opposites. But they had one thing in common: a crazy vision for the future. One day, Paul said, "Bill, I believe one day there will be a computer on every desk and in every home." This seemed impossible. Computers were expensive, only businesses used them. But Bill believed it too. At age 15, they started their first business together, Trafodata. They created a program to analyze traffic data for cities. They earned $20,000 as teenagers. This taught Bill an important lesson. Success isn't just about ideas, it's about turning those ideas into action. The big risk. In 1973, Bill enrolled at Harvard University. His parents were thrilled. They thought he would become a successful lawyer. But Bill had different plans. While other students studied law and medicine, Bill spent all his time in the computer lab. He skipped classes to write code. Then, in 1974, something happened that changed everything. A company called MITS created the first personal computer, the Altair 8800. Bill and Paul saw their chance. They knew personal computers would become popular, but they had to act fast. Here's the crazy part. They didn't even own an Altair computer. They had to create the software program using only their imagination and knowledge. It was a huge risk. And then Bill made the boldest decision of his life. The decision that shocked everyone. In 1975, at age 20, Bill dropped out of Harvard. His mother said, "Bill, what are you doing? Harvard is your future." Bill replied, "Mom, this is my future. Computers are my passion. I can't let this opportunity slip away." He started Microsoft with Paul Allen. Their goal was create software for personal computers. The first few months were tough. No office, no money, no team. Just two young men with a dream. But their hard work paid off. The program they created for the Altair 8800 was a success. Then came the deal that changed everything. The breakthrough. In 1980, IBM approached Microsoft. They were building a personal computer and needed an operating system. Bill didn't have one ready, but he didn't say no. Instead, he quickly bought an existing system called QDOS, improved it and renamed it MS-DOS. He sold it to IBM. It became a massive success. Every IBM computer now used Microsoft software. Microsoft went from a small company to a major player in the tech industry. In 1985, Microsoft launched Windows, a revolutionary system that made computers easy for everyone to use. By 1987, at age 31, Bill Gates became the youngest self-made billionaire in the world. But here's what most people don't know: the secret of success. A young journalist once asked Bill Gates, "Sir, what is the secret of your success?" Bill smiled and took out a blank check. He handed it to the journalist and said, "Write any amount you want and take it." The journalist was shocked. He refused. "No, sir, I don't want money. I just want to learn from you." Bill Gates kept smiling. "I'm serious. Write any amount, take it." The journalist refused again. "Sir, I respect you, but I cannot take your money. I just want to learn from you." Bill Gates looked at him and said, "This is the secret of my success. When I see an opportunity, I grab it without hesitation. You had the chance to take this check, but you hesitated. Most people miss their opportunities because they think too much or are afraid to take risks. Success comes to those who take action." The legacy. Today, Bill Gates is no longer running Microsoft. Instead, he focuses on the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, one of the largest charities in the world. He's donated over $50 billion to fight diseases, improve education, and provide clean water to poor countries. Bill once said, "Success is not about how much you've achieved, it's about how many lives you've improved." Here are the 5 lessons from Bill Gates' life. Never stop learning. Education is power. Take action. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Be resilient. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Give back. True success is helping others. Stay humble. Remember your roots. Bill Gates proved that anyone, no matter where they start, can achieve greatness. The question is, are you ready to take action on your dreams?